Anybody else remember when he got millions of views, but now he can barely pass 20k views? Anyone else randomly just searched this guy up after like 5 years? Man, came back after 4 years. Can you believe that? I guess in all the trouble that I've been going through recently, I remember the good old days when I used to sit on the couch with some snacks watching Hunger Games or Money Wars without a care in the world. This guy was literally my childhood. Bitch, I was a fan of yours for a while and you made my childhood with Sky's Minecraft. I miss Rome. Those were the days, bro. Life will never be the same. I remember Bajan in his glory days. What happened to Benja? Can you tell us why you don't play Hunger Games anymore like the old days? To be honest, it's so sad to see how few views Bajan is getting, compared to what he used to get anyways. He got 9k views on his video in the last 13 hours, even though he has almost 6 million subscribers. Really just shows how much people's love for Minecraft has fallen. Hey guys, it's FuzionTimmy here, and what you guys just saw was a bunch of comments from just one of BajanCanadian's videos, and I'm going to be telling you guys what happened to BajanCanadian. It is a very complicated situation, in my opinion, and I'm gonna have to explain it to you guys. See, how do I put this? BajanCanadian's own fans, the people that watch his videos, are the same reason he's never gonna have more fans and why he's never gonna grow. What do I mean by this? He's stuck in a never-ending loop. How do I put this? You see, most of his fans used to watch him back in his golden days when he used to get a lot more views, back when he played with Jerome, when he mainly did Hunger Games. As you guys see, I'm gonna go to playlist right now. This is kind of what he used to do. I don't really have a way back machine picture, but as you guys can see, a Hunger Games playlist 710. He used to be a really big Hunger Games player. People used to love that. I loved that. When we were younger, his videos were amazing. To us, they were. But these days, it's not because his videos have gotten worse. It's actually just because we've grown older and we're just not as interested in the same old thing. That's just how YouTube is. The algorithm changes. Everything changes. People grow up. They outgrow certain things. You see enough of it, you get bored. And I'll be going into that later. But the point is, people come back to his channel and they post comments like, I miss when you did this or this. And they never try and give his new stuff a chance. They never try and realize, hey, wait a minute, maybe it wasn't as good as I remember. Maybe it's just because I was a kid, and back then, this stuff was new, and it was creative, and it was the first thing that actually came out like this. But these days, Bajan is actually trying to do new stuff, and it's not exactly bad stuff, but I'll get into it later what I think he needs to change to. I think he's doing okay videos, but they're not stuff that's gonna make him popular. I really don't think it's gonna make him popular again. But going back to his old ways is definitely not gonna make him popular. And his fans are trying to make him do that, and he's trying to satisfy them, but also bring in the new fans. And it's such a complicated situation to where I don't think he's ever gonna grow again. Now, let me just try and break down some of the reasons. Well, number one, you have the fan that comes in after 5 or 6 years, comments about how good Bajan was back in his day. Back in my day, 3 or 4 years ago, Bajan was the best. I remember watching him playing Hunger Games all the time with Jerome. He really needs to go back to that. See, here's the thing, guys. Bajan has done plenty of Hunger Game videos recently, but they still don't get any views. And you know why? It's because it's not the new thing anymore. He's done 710 Hunger Games. No, nothing he does is going to bring him back to that old point. What do I mean by that? It was a point in time. It's not because Bajan's gotten worse. It's just because that was a point of time where Minecraft, I feel like, was just at a different state. And it evolved. It grew past that state. But while it was there, that was what was cool. It's not that cool anymore. Anyone can go play Hunger Games. A lot of the fans grew older. And Bajan can still make Hunger Game videos, and they'll still be good, but they won't be popular. It's just a fact. So the people that actually go and they comment, oh man, you should go back to Hunger Games, I'm sorry, but I think Bajan, he appreciates your support, but you're kind of stupid. How do I put this? It's not going to do anything. If you look at any of the really popular YouTubers, most of them are not going to be making Hunger Games Let's Play videos. Or then, you know, they're not going to be doing like number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, because this doesn't work anymore. You have to do new creative stuff, and Bajan's really trying. You can tell with how he's trying to be making creative videos, but it's still not enough. I'm gonna have to go into that later. His style is stuck in like a 2015 to 2016 type of style, and he's gonna have to really change that if he wants to evolve. Now, you might be thinking, well, what do you know? You only have 4 to 5K subs. I don't know much, but just from watching Bajan for so long, I can easily see where he's going wrong. I know he totally has the potential to, like, still be popular. He's got a really nice personality, and he was popular for a reason at one point. But he needs to change, but his fans also need to give him a break. Okay, the second reason, you have the fans that really want him to always be with Jerome. And the thing about that is, Jerome probably has his own life now. They've grown up, and they probably can't just be doing videos every single time. He has other friends that he's going to make videos with. It's not like he doesn't like Jerome. He likes Jerome. But they can't be in every single video together. And your unrealistic expectation of what they were back then, it's not going to happen again, because no matter what they do, even if they have fun, even if it's a good video, you're still going to think in your mind that it doesn't live up to what it used to be. That's just how you experience. It's like when you play Minecraft for the first time, and you come back after like 5 years, and you've played it so much, it's not going to feel the same. Sure, it'll feel a little bit new, like, oh yeah, I remember this. Might be a little bit of nostalgia, but it's never going to be as good as when you were first learning the game. Nothing will ever be as good as that first experience. It's the same thing with BajanCanadian. You watch his videos for a long time, you can come back later, you might still get like a good laugh out of it, you might enjoy it, but it will never be as good as it was back then because it was new, it was creative, it was still something fresh. It's no longer fresh. Multiple people have done this a trillion times over. Now, a lot of people always want to ask, what happened to the channel Benja? Benja was a little side channel that BajanCanadian had around here, and what I have to say is, from what I can remember, I don't exactly know where to find the actual information, but if I'm correct, I think it had something to do with his manager on the channel, or his editor or something. I think there was some sort of issue, or like, I guess, drama between them, and he just decided to delete the channel altogether. I don't know what the situation was, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's why, and Benja probably isn't coming back. Now, I do think he mentioned making a new channel about just like doing vlogs and stuff if people really wanted it, but right now, I think he's just satisfied where he's doing, just making Minecraft videos and doing gaming videos, but he might try and make another channel eventually, but don't bug him about it, don't go crazy. If he makes it, he makes it, if he doesn't, he doesn't. Stop like pestering about the past. Like I said, Benja was cool, but it still was never that popular. I think it had like 100,000 views, not 100,000 views, 100,000 subscribers at most, which is pretty good. But it wasn't something that everybody liked. It was just a good channel in a way. Now we're gonna go over BajanCanadian's style. Now his videos used to be a lot more less kid friendly, where he would make a lot more mature jokes. But slowly over time, he would be kind of becoming more kid-friendly, which he had the right to do that. It was probably the smart option to go. YouTube ads, and then you also had all the parents that kept meeting him. He went to conventions. He had all these kids that were watching him. That's just common sense. You don't want to make mature jokes in front of like 7-year-olds. That's just how it is. Now he still would make some mature jokes, but just not nearly as much. He was trying to keep it down. But there was a point where he almost kind of seemed like a BajanCanadian clone. What do I mean by this? It was like the toy series. I'm just gonna look it up right now. I don't know what it was called. Yeah, here it is. 5 years ago. Meet the Professor. I feel like this is where his channel started to go downhill. Now, what do I mean by this? He was trying to make a toy series. It was kind of like a role play, kind of like how BajanCanadian was talking to Dr. Treoris. BajanCanadian would be talking to people inside of his role play, not nearly as memorable. But it only lasted so long. He changed his banner and everything. He was trying to be more kid-friendly, and it was really, really bad. And, like, I remember watching stuff like this, where it was like, you know, he'd play with his friends, they'd do some stupid parkour challenge, they'd do some sort of cool little challenge. They might do, like, Lucky Blocks, stuff like that. Back then, that was cool. And it was always interesting. But then he started trying to change to this style, and I was like, even when as a kid, I was thinking, okay, this is stupid. Why am I watching this? I didn't think it was cool at that point. So I backed off. And once I came back, nothing ever felt the same. Because he lost that streak. He had that streak going. He was cool. But then he tried to become more kid-friendly. He lost that cool vibe. Everybody started trying to come back because he changed back. But it never felt the same. Like, he crossed that gap, but he couldn't go back. And after that, it was just a slow downfall. That's honestly how I feel about all of this. I really feel like just after this point, everything started to go downhill. He made one bad choice, and his channel just slowly started to go downhill. People slowly started to lose faith in him. And he honestly just became a meme at that point, from what I can remember. Because I know a lot of my friends were like, you watch him? He does like those toy videos. And I was like, yeah, I know. I don't really watch those. I just like his old parkour ones. Because, you know, he used to play with Jerome a lot. They do like the parkour challenges. I can really vividly remember like watching those. And the Hunger Games, obviously. But stuff like that. Battle Dome, the good old days. And that's what people always want to talk about. Yes, those were good times. But Bajan's still here. He's still a good guy. And he's still got a good personality. And he's still making videos. It's just the type of videos he's making, I feel like, could be changed a lot. And what do I mean by this? He needs to innovate. I feel like he's still living in the 2015 to 2016 era where he's just trying to make all these most basic videos that have probably been done before 1,000 times. Or the people aren't really going to care about. It's nothing special. Like, 100 players versus 2 in Bikini Bottom. Why do I want to see 100 players versus you 2 in Bikini Bottom? Like, honestly, think about that. I don't, like, just imagine, I'm a new fan. I don't know who you guys are. And there's 100 players trying to fight you in Bikini Bottom. I don't really care to see that. Now, the Lucky Block Temple of Monarch in Minecraft, it looked kind of cool. As like a thumbnail, I was like, oh yeah, that actually looks pretty interesting. I remember this back in the old days. I was like, I'm going to go check this out. And it was a good video. He makes good videos, but the topics are what's actually bringing him down. I feel like Sky Factory. Why? Why? Why are you doing Sky Factory in 2020? That just doesn't make sense. I don't know why he does these. I mean, yeah, they're probably fun, but they're not going to get him popular at all. They're not going to do anything to help him succeed. Because nobody really cares to see another Sky Factory series. At least in my opinion. Especially with him, where he's not that known. He's not known enough yet. He kind of just fell off. He needs to do other stuff. Hunger Games? You could do Hunger Games, but I feel like you need to try and do some sort of special challenge or something. Something that really captures people's eyes. I mean. For instance, playing Minecraft with only a mouse. I don't know, something stupid. Like trying to do something that's really impossible. Trying to play Hunger Games, but I don't know. You're doing teams, but you have to be solo. I don't know. Something stupid. Something you have to be creative about. That's the hard part of YouTube. But you need to do stuff like that, where people go, wait, he did that? That actually seems pretty interesting. And you also need to make the thumbnail about that and just make it as interesting as possible. And that's kind of like a tip for all of you guys. But I just feel like he needs to do stuff like that. Minecraft, but the lava rises with the pack. This actually looks kind of interesting, but the thumbnail itself, I don't know what it is. I don't like this 2015 to 2016 animated style. It's just like super vibrant colors, everything. I don't know what it is. It's kind of old news. I've seen it so many times. It doesn't stand out. I don't feel like you should be doing these animated types. Maybe you could do something with like little art things like this. Make a little avatar for every thumbnail. I think you used to do that. Like, hold on. You just take a picture of the game that you're playing, or like the map, or some sort of part of it. I think even Tommy Innit does that, which I'll show in a minute. But as you can see, he did have a little avatar. You want to have it like big like that. That was really smart. It's very, you know, expressional, if that's even a word. It shows a lot of expression. But in these, it's just his Minecraft character, but it looks like a cardboard cutout. I don't know what it is. I don't like that style. And I don't think many other people do either. But real quick, we're going to go over to someone like Tommy Innit. Let's just, yep, right here. What does he do? And look how simple this is. It's still Minecraft, but he's taking pictures in the game of like what's going on. Killing Dream. There's lava above Dream. That's gonna kill him. Dream is a psychopath. How do we know he's a psychopath? Behind him, people are dying. And then stuff like that. I started a Minecraft where, as you can see, they're about to fight. He's like waiting for him to come in there so they can fight. Stuff like this. I joined Dream's Minecraft server, now he hates me. Look, they obviously hate him because they're about to shoot him with a bow. It's just, you don't have to say, this is happening. You just need to show them that it's happening in the thumbnail. And if it's interesting enough, people will click on it. So just remember that. Sometimes the simple stuff, not only is probably cheaper on you, and much faster, but it'll be more effective. So I'm just telling you, Bajan, if I was you, that's what I would do. Also, that's kind of it. I mean, honestly, his channel, it's mostly just held up. It's held up pretty well. It's not bad quality. He's got good quality. He knows what he's doing. He's on YouTube for quite a while, but I feel like he's just stuck in a period of time, and he needs to You snap out of it, and he's like, alright, I need to get my crap together. And I honestly feel like maybe this video will help him if he ever sees this. Just try and get this out to BajanCanadian. It's not the most professional video ever. I did have a script plan, but I couldn't have the script plan because I accidentally deleted the entire script and I hate my life. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole video. I just wanted to try and explain what I think's going on and what he needs to do to improve. And his fans, they need to change a little bit too, in my opinion, but we can't change everyone, so that's about impossible. We can only hope. Bajan's gonna have to try and just do something totally new to ever go back to what he once was. Maybe even better. He just has to improve. Playing with other YouTubers is always smart, but you know, he just needs to improve. He needs to slowly try and become better at YouTube and try and learn what works again. And yeah, FuzionTimmy signing out.